The following episode may contain sensitive content. Listener discretion is advised.
I'm so nervous. I don't know why.
Today?
What?
Was
like
it because
virgin?
Yeah, like touch for the
was
very
it because
first time.
it was a little bit sexually tense?
Yes.
What we just watched?
I know. We are totally going to put this in the episode.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
how we
guys.
doing, everyone?
Hi, this is The Show Must Go On, your favorite podcast in the entire universe. And I'm your favorite host, Giovanni.
I'm your
Okay.
second favorite host, Tracey.
And I'm just your favorite, Nikki.
Oh, God. Whatever. How was everyone's week?
It's good.
Nikki, you're going on vacation.
Hells to the yes. I deserve
Much
it.
needed.
I deserve it.
Deserve it.
I'm going to Europe tomorrow, which is really exciting. And we're going to South Italy, which is a place that I've been wanting to see for a long time.
So sexy.
and
You're
then-
going to love it.
I'm jealous.
I'm so pumped. And then Tuscany and then Amsterdam.
Ay, qué rico.
Beautiful.
Drink all the wine.
I'm ready for
us.
all the wine. I'm
And
ready for all the
cheese.
cheese, the meats.
Wow. Tracey, how's your week going?
I'm boring. I can't compete with going to Italy.
I know, right?
Please.
Fuck.
After
What
that,
are we gonna do? I'm gonna
Well,
go this.
that's going. Like last week, guys, I was a vegetable. Actually, I went to a happy hour.
Hey,
Last
happy
Friday.
hour in our
Hey.
30s.
I love a good happy hour during the day. On Friday, yeah, or Saturday, I don't know, one day of the weekend, and I did watch a lot of TV.
Good.
A lot.
Good for you. Hey,
Yeah.
happy hour in this age is very rare, so I love that for
I
you.
mean, I think it's the only way to drink in Miami because Miami is ridiculously expensive right now.
It's
Like it's
disgusting.
scary.
So
Yeah.
disgusting. So disgusting. Well, I want to talk about some new movie trailers and movie gossip that's coming up. But before I jump in, what have you guys been watching lately? Anything fun? Anything exciting?
I wanted to bring up. So I didn't watch it this past week, but the week before, I watched Mean Girls the musical. Have you guys watched it, like the movie?
I have.
I have not. So I'm curious.
I
good?
Go with Nikki.
I-
You can give us your verdict first.
I feel bad because, it's a musical, so I want to be on the musical side always. But it was really bad. And I don't like the music of this musical. Specifically.
Yeah.
It's not catchy. It's so blah. Like it's not even like pop. It's just random. And, from a person that saw, like, Legally Blonde, the musical, many times, that it was so good that they even did, like, an MTV, show. And it's based on a movie, and it's really catchy. And even the music from The Prom was better, So, I don't know. I really didn't like it. I like, kept trying to. I feel like it's a movie that you can't fucking touch. You can't touch Mean Girls. The actors, the comedic timing of everyone. I want to say this. They were good actors that were in it. Obviously, Tina Fey was in it. The principal was in it. and the girls, like, they did the best they could with what they had. And also, like, if I was an actress, I wouldn't really need the job to say yes to that, because I was like, I don't want to have to fill up the shoes of, like, Rachel McAdams in this, like, iconic role, or Lindsay Lohan. Like, no, they are untouchable. I don't know. I didn't like it, but what I didn't like the most was the freaking music.
Yeah.
Which is the point of a musical.
Right.
So if you don't like
Exactly.
the music, like, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry.
So I saw the tour, national tour. They came here to Philly. I did not like the musical. I did not like the music. The casting was bad. And I also found out after the fact that the tour hired a lot of, I don't want to say high school students, because talent and age don't correlate.
Doesn't matter.
There's no correlation there. But it was like a non-union casting and an open call, and which was still disappointing, because there are a lot of non-union actors, great talent out there, and it was just really bad. And also the music is not great on top of that. But I did watch the movie just because I'm a fan of Renee Rapp, and I'm a fan of Mean Girls, the original movie, and I had to constantly tell myself, this is not this is not a remake of the original movie. This is an adaptation of the stage musical, right? So I had to, like, tell myself that. And then second of all, I have to say I enjoyed it more than the stage version, because the stage version was just so bad. But I agree with Nikki that it's just not a great musical overall. The acting was great. Renee Rapp, I think she killed it. But again, the actors do what's given to them,
It's true. I feel like, for example, coming from an actor's point of view, I think she played the character too tough rather than catty,
I'm sorry, is this the one who plays Regina George?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like, I don't know. There was something that I was like, and it's true. Like, I had to get myself out of that mindset of, like, this is not the original movie. This is a movie adaptation of the Broadway musical. But I don't know. I was like, she's too, like, tough, and it's not. Rachel McAdams played, like, evil and sneaky and catty, and she didn't do that. And it's just hard. It's such an iconic movie, and I feel like it did not do it justice. And then I was like, who the fuck wrote this music? Because I was like, I am grossed out by the music. It's bad. It was Tina's husband.
Oh.
Tina Fey's husband.
Who is he?
Does he have any other credits? Do you know?
He has, like, one more.
Ugh,
Like, he's done stuff for Saturday Night Live. Yeah, I was like, I know you want to give him like a cute little job, but this was major. This is a musical. Like, he had never done a musical before, and it had potential to be such a good musical, and the music just didn't do it for me at all.
Yeah, and I hated Janice. I hated that character. Janice was the...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so bad. That
It was
character's
just
so
bad.
bad. It's bad in the show and in the movie. Like, it's bad. Anyway.
You guys are really selling this to me. I think I'm going to watch it.
You should, just to be like, wow.
Hey, you remember, Tracey, when I made you watch Showgirls?
Honestly, that's probably better than Mean
Guys,
Girls at this
yes.
point.
If you have never watched the movie Showgirls, please do watch it. I had Tracey sit
had
down
a good laugh,
and watch that movie with me, and I
so
just
it's worth
loved watching her reaction throughout the entire
And specifically that pool scene.
film. Yes.
If you know, you know.
If you
But
know,
You were
fucking
here
know.
when you watched that, right, Joe?
Oh,
Here in
man.
Miami.
Yeah, we watched it in Miami. Well, okay, so I'm going to
A great
move on
time.
to better things. I started watching the Hulu series called, I think it's on Hulu, Under the Bridge. You guys been
I've
watching
heard
that?
of it. I haven't watched it.
I'm on episode 3. So far, so good. Based on a true story and also on a book. Highly recommend it. Go in there and watch that shit.
Does he have anybody we know
Yes.
in the cast? Okay.
Lily Gladstone from The Flowers of the Moon. She was just nominated for Best Actress for the Oscar. And Riley, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Riley Keough? She's Elvis Presley's granddaughter.
Oh, okay, got it.
If you see her face, you know who she is. She's been
You'll
in a
know.
lot of stuff. She's great. Who else is in it? No one else that we know. A lot of new talent, great new talent, and young talent too, which I love.
Ooh, love that.
And Tracey, you might appreciate this too. It takes place in the 90s. You know we love a period piece here. So.
I do, yeah. Anything in like the 80s, 70s, 80s,
And they
90s.
take you to the 90s. It feels like really 1987.
Nostalgic as shit.
Yeah,
here
good
for
times.
Yeah.
No
one
internet.
more thing. One more trailer that I watched recently. Have you guys seen the trailer to...
Oh, that sounds good. I
I
want to
love
see it.
that one. I saw it too.
Oh my
this.
God, I had a brain fart.
Giovanni, get it together.
I
You
meant
must
to
be
write it
so
down
excited
in my
for it.
notes. Okay,
And then you forgot.
and I forgot.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how excited you are about it. That
That's
your
how
mind just
excited I
completely
was
blanked.
about it.
I saw a teaser today for Moana 2. And I think it comes out at the end of the year, something like that. It seemed really cute.
Thanksgiving.
I think Moana is a really good movie for kids.
I think, real quick, sorry, what Disney is doing, because like the last several animated movies of theirs have been total fucking bombs. Like Wish did terribly. That
I
Strange
never
World
watched
was
it.
terrible. Like they all did terribly in the box office. So I think Disney is like, we need to start doing some sequels because, I mean, Moana did really well. So I think doing a sequel to that is going to be good. That I'm really excited for Inside Out too. Like, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
go to the
God.
theater to see
Yes,
that. I think it's
me
like
too.
one of the most anticipated. So I'm
I
super psyched
cannot
for
wait.
that. So I think they're trying to make up some groundwork because they've probably lost some money.
Yeah. Look at Giovanni trying to still remember that trailer.
I
he
got it.
watched.
I got it. I remember. the
Say it.
movie.
Say it before you
It's
forget.
Called, I just watched it today. That's why I didn't get a chance to write it down. It's called Kinds of Kindness.
Ivio, how many times
This
have
is
we
the
mentioned
third time
that?
we talk about this.
I
The
think
podcast.
Nikki's brought it up every single time for the last month.
Who brought it up?
I wish I could reach through the screen and slap you right now.
Too.
Wait, who mentioned it?
Giovanni, I
Nikki's
mentioned this
it.
3 times in the podcast.
Oh,
You're joking, right?
what?
Wait, is this a joke?
No, it's not.
Is this a practical
I don't
joke?
remember that.
Are we in an
Oh,
alternate reality?
my
I remember
God.
the name. I remember. Okay, so I remember. hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. I remembered you mentioning that Emma Stone was doing another movie with your ghost, but I didn't. I guess I didn't remember the name. I didn't know you were referring to this one. So
It cannot.
She's-
I can't. My brain cannot wrap the concept that we've talked about it. We even talked about Emma Stone and Margaret Qualley being in the same movie
oh
again
yes, you did
under
say
this.
that. You did. You know what? Oh my God, I feel like such an idiot because as I'm watching the trailer, I'm like, oh yes, it's Emma Stone. Oh, it's Margaret, and I'm like, wait. I think Nikki did mention that they were doing something together, and I didn't realize it was this movie. I was like, oh, they must be working together in a couple of
I
films.
even
then.
described the trailer that Emma Stone is dancing outside of a car, and that the trailer doesn't even tell you much, which is something that we all love because we have no fucking idea what's gonna happen.
I
in
did
this
not
movie.
put 2 and 2 together. I did not realize it was that movie.
Ay, Dios mío.
Maybe you should have
Listeners.
just forgotten it.
But
I had hope.
Oh well,
Hey,
brain
listen,
fart.
the official trailer came out today, so what you watched was a teaser. I saw the official trailer, and I have to say, I am in. I'm intrigued. So now
I
will
had
never
hope
forget it.
with the gay man's, but I. I don't have hope for them anymore.
What are you whispering into the mic?
I'm just saying it really close to the mic for the listeners. I had hope
Yeah, men are
because, you know,
stupid,
straight
y'all.
men usually don't listen.
Gay or straight,
That's
we're
like their
so
flaw.
dumb.
But I did not know the gays were at the same level. And I'm kind of furious at this point. Because it feels like my words were going into the air. Not to anyone's
Hey, not
ears.
Tracy.
Only Tracey.
Yeah, I remember.
But hey.
I listen to what you say.
Guess what? Tracy's a female.
Right.
How do you
Is
know?
she? All right, that was all my
Wow.
news for the
Wow,
week.
Giovanni. I'm speechless. Okay,
Yeah.
so... Oh, I cannot wait to create content about the moment that we just had. So, I wanted to talk about The Jinx Season 2. Trace, have you been watching Season 2? I think I have like
No,
one
not
episode
yet.
left.
I need to get on it.
Okay, you
honestly, I
should.
want to kind of go back to season 1. Like, I
Oh,
feel like
so
I remember a lot, but
Go to season 1 because I rewatched season 1 again because I had forgotten. Like I was like, I know this case, but I've forgotten the details. So I watched it, and now I'm like almost done with season 2. And
does it get crazier? Because I feel like season 1 was like
no,
whoa.
You wait until season 2. You're gonna be like, I cannot believe, because it happened like recently. You know, in the last 10 years, all this like stuff adding up. And the case was like solved like 3 years ago, or like, you know.
Don't say too much because I'm just started the first season.
Okay. I mean, we all know. Well, I'm not going to say
I
it.
don't know
You
anything, no.
You've never heard of him, ever.
Never heard of him. I started watching it because last week on the podcast, you guys
I'll talk to
recommended
you
it
later,
to me, and I just
Tracy,
started
about
the
it.
first episode. I finished the first episode, so I have, I just finished the first episode, season 1.
Question though, you've watched The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, right?
I did. I think I just watched the first season.
Okay, maybe it's in the maybe that's why too, because I think it's in the do you know what I'm going to say, Nikki? In like the second season, Fred Armisen
No.
is in it, and he plays her like ex-boyfriend Robert Durst.
No.
Oh, man.
No.
Well,
He did so
the
well
two
playing
connect,
his
so-
role.
oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Bye.
yes, I'm going to try to watch it by the time you get back from Europe. I'm going to try to finish that.
You will get sucked in. It's the documentarian. He did a really, really good job filming and editing. And
I hope so,
It's the
because
same
the first
guy, right?
episode, I was a little bit, I was intrigued, but then toward the middle, and then the end, I was like kind of losing interest. But hey, it's one of the most watched things right now on HBO Max. So, you guys are telling me to watch it, so I'm just going to, I'm giving it I'm not going to stop watching. I'm going to keep watching.
And that season came out 2015. Season 2 came out this year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, because like all the information that came out now is what has happened since then. So this is it's so good. Everyone, please listen.
I'm still excited.
Yeah. Anything else? I think we're good. Right?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we're ready to tell our listeners about what we're talking about this week.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to get
Who wants to
steamy in
say
here.
This week we are going to talk about porn.
Love that for us.
Basically.
Can you imagine? Let's just like
softcore.
review
Well,
us
it is-
a little bit. Yeah.
It was a little softcore porn. Yeah, we're talking about the new season of Bridgerton. Well, specifically season 3, part 1. Yeah, let's jump right into this bitch, Shondaland. We are going to Shondaland.
Wait, before we get into it, I saw this TikTok that was talking about the male actors in Bridgerton and the glow up that they have every time their season is about to come up. because I'm sorry, the leading guy in this season, one of the brothers, he did not look that good season 2 and season 1.
Are you talking
The guy
about
who plays Colin, right?
Colin, yeah.
I still don't think he looks good.
Well, wait until you see
But-
how he looks season 2, season 1. Like, if you compare, you're
Yeah.
like, did he work out? Did he, like, do, like, a face roller thing?
I have to
can
go
tell.
back. I'm gonna go back and check.
Oh, my God. I was like, that was not him before, and it is him.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell, like, even if he's not your type, like, you're not physically attracted to, you gotta give him credit. Like, he looks more mature, like, more manly.
His body looks great. He got a nice body. I just don't like. I don't know. I think he's not that cute, and it could be the hair, you know, because they do put all those sideburns and that wig on his head.
Oh, if you see him in season 2, I was like, ugh.
Ugh, and I gotta go.
And then
Now
this
I'm intrigued.
season,
gotta go
I was
back and
like,
check.
oh, okay.
What about? So
I
it's just the
see
guys.
you.
It's not the girls.
Yeah, it's just the guys. Even the guy from season 2, what was his name?
Anthony.
Was it Anthony?
Well, his character's name's Anthony, but the
The older brother?
is oh my god, Jonathan Bailey. Is it Jonathan Bailey?
Him.
Not the one who just got married to Kate.
the one that
who's
got
in
married
Wicked.
to the Indian girl. Yes, the one who's
That's
in...
Anthony.
So if you see Anthony on season 1 compared to season 2, you're like, wait a minute. Like, people are saying on TikTok that these actors have to go through a boot camp, that they don't know what they're being fed, like, because the
Bridgerton
glow
boot
up
camp.
is insane. Yeah, for their season. It's like they make them look so freaking good compared to the season before. I was speechless. Colin looked amazing. I was like, this does not look like the kid that I saw in season 2. And season 1, whew, season 1 for me, that was probably another actor, and it's not.
It's true. He did look good this season.
Yeah.
Give him that.
Well, with this season, the focus is on Penelope and Colin. And right now in part 1, we just have 4 episodes where we are discovering basically the relationship between Penelope and Colin. And just, I guess, that's the focus. So it's like their relationships with the people of the time, right?
Yeah.
Friendships, family, you know, the drama, the sex, the scandal, the gossip, and
The usual.
The queen,
It's just
you know,
an
who is she gonna
extension
pick
of season
as
1
the
and
new-
2. Who would have thunk?
Right.
I
Who's
know,
the queen
right?
gonna pick this season as the diamond?
Right.
You know. So, I mean, I thought that I'll be honest. Before season 3 came out, I was just like, okay, I've already seen this for 2 seasons. What else are you gonna bring me? You know, on a 3rd season, because it's always the same shit, different season. But shit,
Well,
boy,
I
was
kinda
sucked
wanted
in.
to-
I was so sucked in.
I wanted to know because I wanted to know how Penelope was going to handle her secret about being Lady Whistledown. Whistledown? Mm-hmm. And I wanted to know like what was going to happen because her best friend or her former best friend was the only person that knew the secret and how their relationship was going to change on season 3. And honestly, I didn't you know how they did like a spin-off of the Queen? I never watched it.
Neither
So
have
I made sure like I'm not gonna like stress my brain with like different stories. I'm just gonna keep the same family. I'm gonna follow the same family. But that was my curiosity for this season. I was like, what's gonna happen? Is there are more siblings in this family? There are like 2 more
Too many
girls.
fucking
There's like
kids.
back then they had nothing to do.
But
What
fuck.
do you expect?
Which is why this whole
Yeah.
show is about fucking.
Yeah.
It's about who am I gonna fuck for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Oh man. Well, speaking of friend Eloise, she's my favorite character. Like
know.
I
Same.
love her. Also, I think the actress is there's something about her face that's just captivating. Like, I think she's so beautiful, and I just like her. I like the actress. I like the character. I don't know why.
You know, she's like 36
She's
in real life.
They're all fucking old. Penelope, that bitch is 37.
Yeah.
And she looks better than me. I'm 35. I need to go to this Bridgerton boot camp because what the fuck?
I'm telling you, these people are looking great.
They look
I'm
great.
like, what's going on there? What
Great.
are they doing right before they start filming?
Right. Okay.
Drinking lots and lots of tea.
What'd you say, Nikki? I mean, Tracey?
I said drinking lots and lots of tea.
Lots of tea and probably no alcohol, like that bitch Anne Hathaway.
Oh, God, yeah.
No thanks. Yeah, so piggyback on what you were saying, Nikki. So, we start the season where now we know that Eloise knows of Penelope's secret, that she's actually Lady Whistledown, which is where we kind of left off on the ending of season 2. So now we're going to see the unravel of that. How is their relationship going to be affected by that? Is she going to rat her out? And also, how is Penelope going to live her life without her best friend Eloise? They were inseparable. And now Colin's coming back, after his trip from Europe.
And we've always known that Penelope had a crush
on
him.
Right.
For
She's
like
been in love with him.
Yeah,
Not
since
just a crush,
season
she's
1,
just-
I think.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
She's been in love with him since the beginning of the ton. And
Yeah,
he
probably since when they
returns-
met when they were kids.
Right. And he returns, and all of a sudden, he's the hottest guy in town. Like,
Where was he coming from again?
I wanted to say Europe, but they're already in Europe. So I was like, wait a minute.
Well, yeah, because he went to like Paris and
Right.
He went to
Spain
South
and
Italy.
So,
Right.
yeah.
He was drinking some wine there.
Yeah. I was like, wait, that's where he did go to Italy, right?
Probably
Came back
fucking a
from
bunch
Europe.
of ladies.
Right. Caught some
I
chlamydia,
mean, really,
some
that's
syphilis.
what he was. Yeah, I know. Penelope needs to watch
Right.
out.
Probably made some bitch pregnant. Who knows? Like Nikki said, that's all they did back then. They had nothing to do but drink wine and fuck. Hey, which is, I'm not complaining.
And also, like, I think at some point in the show, we realized, like, if you're high society, you can't work. I was like, wait.
How do I get in
Speaking of
there?
that,
It's like,
Please.
I want to be high society. And then I was also thinking, like, wait, you can't work, but can you have people work for you? Like, how does this work? Like,
Yeah.
what's the system here?
speaking of that, there's always a fucking party.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
ball
summer.
every
There's a
night.
ball there can be a ball all day, every day. Like,
But I think there can.
like,
Yeah.
why? Who's
I feel
paying
like
for this?
High
Well,
society.
Yeah, that's my thing is like, where is all this money coming from? Like, how are they paying for this shit?
Who's working?
like, I know that it's like,
inherited.
yeah, like we know it's all money, but
Where did they get it from?
but it's also like if you're spending it, it's really not growing if you're not working for it
Right.
to grow.
That's
So
it.
when they said at one point, like, if you're like high society, you can't work, I was like, he wants to maintain his money up there. I would want to do the same.
Also-
Can I like hire someone to like work at my bar? Can I still own
Yeah.
things? Like I had so many questions.
Like, listen,
Right,
it's nice to not have to work. Trust me.
Oh,
I
it's
wish.
beautiful.
Trust me. But
That's,
it's just like,
that's the dream. That's the goal.
it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
so what, am I going to throw a fucking ball every day if I'm not working? But then who's going to pay for the ball? You know?
That's true.
I
Your
don't want
own
that
money.
many people in my house.
No.
Ay, pero que that house is big.
It's big.
Like,
All
it's
these houses
really
are big, too. Hey, back then there was nothing else but houses.
Yeah.
But
I
land.
mean, listen, if I lived close to you guys and we didn't have TVs or anything and we could just drink and not work, I'd be like, bitches, you want to come over? I'm holding a phone. Like, we actually have phones.
Carrier pigeon.
Right, let me send
I
you a
would-
pigeon.
I would text you through a little piece of paper and be like, bitches, you want to talk shit? Come through.
Let's sit in the library and have some tea
Yeah.
and talk shit.
10 hours later, riding up in my carriage.
Right.
Yeah.
By the time you get the message, it's already nightfall. Yeah, time for bed. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
right.
Like, speaking, it's so funny that you mentioned that. Remember that, fuck it, we're going to be all over the place, but that one scene during the calling hour where, you know, the daughter and her mom are sitting there and Eloise shows up and she's like, this is calling hour. Like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, did these bitches really just sit there on a couch and wait for a man to just show up? If any man did. I was like, that is so fucking sad and boring. Oh,
But also,
my
like,
God.
it's like if you're a dude, like, you're at home, like, looking at your watch, like, your pocket watch, you're like, okay, and then you're like, how long does it take us to get there? You know? And then it's like, do we have to leave the day before?
Yeah, like,
Because I met her, like, 3 days ago, and it took us a while to get there. Like, how does this work?
or like, what if the family has one horse? I know Fulano's using the horse right now, probably to go to town. You know, like, is he gonna be back with the horse and carriage? You know, and then maybe I'll make it in time for calling hour.
Like, oh no, like this person went grocery shopping to the farmer's
to
market.
the farm. You know, we're like, damn.
Girl,
Hey, I was gonna
all on the promenade.
Imagine, like,
walking through the park.
the Bridgerton family got like 8 fucking kids. Thank God they got money because like they each need a horse to run their errands. Like, imagine them fighting. Well, I wanted to use the horse today. It's like having a car.
Well, it's like I feel like they try to go together. You know, like go to the dress shop together. Like do
Right.
all in one.
What the women do.
Talking
that.
about like all that stuff that takes time back then. Like I'm also thinking about, I don't know, like imagine how long it takes each one of them to get dressed, and you better believe these people ain't showering every day. Because back then people were nasty as fuck.
It
Well,
stunk.
they have like perfumes and stuff that they would use, and like
Great,
oils
'cause-
and shit.
Because that's gonna make it go away.
That perfume probably caused cancer. You know, it probably did to cover up all of
Probably.
those smells.
Yeah.
And speaking of dressing up, like the fact that they hired people to dress them up, like when Penelope's sitting there at her
Yeah.
desk, and she's like, "Yes, I'm ready for you now." And I'm like, "Bitch, you can't put on your own damn fucking pajamas." Like,
She did her hair.
Her hair.
she's brushing her hair
She's
for
doing-
bedtime.
I
Hey, you know what,
actually,
shit? I wish I had someone to brush my hair for bedtime.
yeah, I like getting my hair brushed. So I was like, I would definitely hire someone just for that. I would be like,
Yeah.
let's go, baby.
I wouldn't.
A
sleep
little
by
massage.
then.
To dress the women and stuff back, I feel like they were still wearing corsets and
Oh my
all that stuff.
God.
So like tying them into things and stitching them up and what a fucking process.
I know.
No, thank you.
Speaking of just about the
So-
women in this show are so gorgeous.
Yes.
I mean, pretty much everybody on this show is good looking.
Yeah.
And the queen,
eye
and her
candy.
fucking wigs and the crown. Did you hear about that? The crown where the swans were going around in circles. Apparently it took 2 years to make. 2 years to
Wow, I
make.
didn't know that.
And she said in an interview that she had to wear a wire like down her back, for it. It was like really intense. Like,
Have you seen the TikToks that is like, there's like this TikToker that is like doing the wigs and it's like toilet papers on top.
I actually saw that
Like,
today.
And then one of them is like a lamp. Like they just put
Yep.
a lamp on them and then the hair
like
is
a
like
potted
around.
plant.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so freaking funny. Well, in this season, we see Penelope's character journey. You know, and I also feel like her maturity, knowing, that first her best friend knows who she is, behind the scenes, basically. And her maturity when it comes to, finding love, because she's starting to realize that Colin is not for her, and that she needs to get over that and, find an actual, the pressure. These poor kids were like 18 and they're like, you need to find your guy. And it's like, at 18, I couldn't even find myself, So she's like finding a way to, not have feelings for Colin. And then she actually confides in him, like, I don't want to be alone forever. I want you to help me, because she's really bad at flirting.
Girl got no game.
Nope.
No game. I was so uncomfy. I was like, girl, what's going on? You don't even have to speak. Just smile at this point.
And she's
Well,
pretty.
her with like she is. That's the thing.
Gorgeous.
And like she's so intelligent.
Yes.
And
So
you
smart.
feel like it should be easy just to like make casual conversation.
Hello.
I also feel
But-
like she was trying really hard.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what made her look, silly.
She's like desperate. Like she
Yeah.
wants to impress so badly. Like when she said, it was like when she didn't give a shit and she wasn't trying is when people would find her interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And even her character coming out of her family, basically, and their family's energy, when she decides to change the way she dresses too.
Right.
And, create her own designs for her long dresses with the modista. How do you say that in English?
Yeah.
The person that makes the
dressmaker,
dress.
yeah.
The dressmaker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she decides to like get out of basically the norm with her family and be like, I'm gonna be different, because obviously this is not working and my family has a really bad rep.
Yeah.
By the way, I saw the actress like online. I saw the actress that plays her mom, and I feel like in the show, because her character is so ugly inside, she looks ugly outside.
Yeah.
But I saw pictures of her as an actress, normal, and she is beautiful. I had no words.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, this is her. Because I feel like also, her as a mother in the show, she's like the worst mother ever. The way she treats Penelope is disgusting. And how she only wants the money and the security and all this stuff. But then I saw her on her headshot and I was like, holy shit, this lady is gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. I saw her too outside recently, and I was like, oh my God. They do a good job at like painting that ugly character with her, because she's
And the
beautiful.
hair, like, they
Yeah.
make the hair, like, not the way that she has her hair in real life. It's really well done.
Like they sort of remind me of like the evil stepmom and stepsisters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
a
Even though
lot.
they're her actual biological family, but like that's the vibe that I get.
Very
like I
much
feel
so.
like Cinderella vibes.
Very much so.
Let's talk about the comedic timing of those actresses, the sisters. They
I mean-
are hilarious.
They're really funny, yeah.
When they were talking about sex, that they had never really done it, because they when she's saying like, oh, we kissed and then he made a noise and we were done.
And then you have to go change his
I-
britches.
Then he goes changes his underwear,
Ew,
basically.
gross.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I was like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to do it.
What is
Yeah.
it? Does his breath stink? I wonder what it is. Like, she just
don't
doesn't
think
want
they've-
to.
I think it's a lot of pressure for them, It's like, you don't know these people. You marry them, you need to have sex with them.
I know. It's like,
And if he's not good at it, then it doesn't make it good for you. Like the experience is not fun.
And it's also like at the
So-
same time, you have to get to know your body,
yeah.
And then they have to get to know their own bodies, and then you also have to get to know each other. It's just so much for these kids.
Process, yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
and then I'm sorry, but Anthony with his wife, I thought in season 2 like they were too cheesy at the end, and then in this season I was like, I don't need to see these two people. Like I was getting annoyed by them.
Well, it was good. I agree that it was like they were in like the first episode and she's like, oh, let's extend our vacation. And I was like, good. Go.
Get out.
Go back on your
Yeah.
honeymoon. You've had your season.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah,
So,
and then like
you're
the whole
good.
time, like she's like, taking my thing and like walking around and like on the desk, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, like.
I loved them in season 2. Like, I really did.
I liked
love
I
them
did
until
too.
the
But
last episode or
they
the last
needed,
scene.
so they needed to give us a reason as to why they were not in this season. So but we didn't need that sex scene. I think they kind of were trying to bring this theme back, into the episode, I guess. But yeah, it was a little awkward for me.
And I'm sorry if you've had a partner before, you know that you don't roll around bed like that. It is
We don't got time
really
for that.
uncomfortable. It's not happening. It's no, like stop it. I was like, this is so unrealistic. Like,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here.
No.
Well, I mean, isn't that the allure of the show? It's like
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grey, you know, where it is
But
this
fancy.
fantasy. Yeah.
Well,
Horny old ladies.
speaking
young
of horny
ladies.
and sex, you hit it right on the nail, Nikki, where we're seeing kind of a different side of Penelope where she's becoming a mature woman, and she has needs. She's never kissed a man before, and she wants to kiss a man, and she also wants to have sex, and unfortunately she's never had that experience because
Opportunity.
she doesn't have
Yeah.
game, and Colin's now
Right.
helping her, and she crashes and burns until that one scene where she just no longer cares and gives up, and she ends up meeting a guy who has a lot of fucking money, and he's so handsome. Oh my god, I love a fire
And I
crush.
like the way he talks to her. It's really hard to like say like I like the way he treats her because it's like we don't really know.
Right.
I like their conversation. It's not the way he talks. I like their conversation, and he's keeping it honest from the beginning. Like, dude, I'm not gonna be here. Like, we're gonna get married. You're gonna have my kids. I'm out of it. Like, this is not my life. Basically, is what he's saying, and I really appreciated that because some men could have just tricked her, and promised her like this life of husband and wife that's really dreamy. Back in the day, but I think it was really admirable of him, telling her like, I'm going to go back to work, and be out of here. And it's going to be a long distance relationship, basically.
And telling her we don't need to like the same things. You don't need to try to be someone.
Yeah, you can
that
be
you're
different.
not. Just be yourself. I like you the way you are, which I love that.
You don't have to like grass.
Right.
Yeah.
But I love that she was honest too. That she was like, "Listen, all that shit I said before, like I was just pulling that out of my butt
I
to
like
impress
that
you.
scene.
Like I actually hate all of that. Like I like being indoors and I like reading." And he was
And
like,
that
"That's
scene-
great. I like that about you."
That scene with like Eloise and what's her name? Cressida?
Cressida. Yeah.
Cressida.
And it was so uncomfortably funny.
Yeah.
When they're like competing for his attention. I was like, this is hilarious, and I'm also uncomfortable. Like, because you can tell Eloise was like, is this really happening right now? Because this is not my best friend, Penelope, right now. This is someone else. This is not who I know.
When they were at that party with the balloon, right?
Yes, yeah. I was like, oh my God. Also, like, those were the mall back then. Like, the malls. Like, hey, you want to go shopping? And it's like they have to do a whole ass party.
That's true.
I know.
to
my
see a
God.
balloon.
And like,
fly
go get a
away.
Jamba Juice.
Right. Yeah, but it was like the hangout. Like everybody's fucking there. Because
Yeah.
nobody's working. Nobody goes to work.
No, high
That's true.
society.
What the
I
hell?
want to be part of it.
Yeah. But so this guy, I forget his name, who likes Penelope, realizes
Lord Debley.
that Debley,
Debley? I think so.
whatever.
We'll call him Lord D.
He realizes that Penelope's actually in love with Colin and runs off, and Colin also is not liking that Penelope is seeing another man. You always want what you can't have, which I kind of don't like that, And I'm like, she was there all along, and now you want her because you can't have her,
Yeah.
So do you really want her, or is it because you can't have her? Well, let's see what's going to happen in part 2. But what I do love that they're kind of setting for us is that he's growing this hate for Lady Whistledown, because Whistledown is talking negatively about him in the press, and also talking negatively about Penelope, which I do love. The Penelope
and his family, though,
and his
Bridgerton family,
yes.
like Eloise got
it
blown to bits,
right, in the last season. And I do love the Penelope's character, that she's really good at playing these two separate roles, or making it seem like not obvious. Like she's like, well,
Yeah.
if I don't talk about myself, people are gonna create suspicion, be suspicious. Why is Penelope not into this mess? So I kind of like that, but I'm really excited to see how this unfolds in second part. When, he's gonna find out that she's Lady Whistledown.
100%. He has to.
And then what is gonna happen? But
Yeah.
anyway, Penelope finally has sex.
Well, that
he
was
fingered her.
sex, yeah.
It wasn't sex.
He
fingered her. I
You're definitely gay.
sorry, I don't know where to
not
put it in when it comes to a
intercourse.
vagina. So
He
Yeah.
fingered her. Yeah.
you wouldn't consider that sex?
Hell no, that was he
that's-
masturbated her.
Isn't that like
Right, that's
Okay,
foreplay.
fine.
Yeah.
Foreplay. Sorry, he
I mean,
fingered her.
listen.
Hey, listen.
As a girl who just got her kiss the other night, they're moving pretty quickly.
Yeah.
For her,
Right. They're
And
moving
then
like the
I love
gays.
that. I love that he fingers her, and then he's like, "Marry me." Wow.
And he's like, "Are you gonna marry me or not?" I was like, "Oh, okay. This escalated pretty quickly."
Holy
like
shit.
super fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that bothered me a lot. The fact, like you were saying, Joe, where she's been in front of him this whole time, and he's just seen her as a friend, and then all of a sudden, she has this glow up where she's like, "I'm gonna stop wearing these like bright yellows and oranges, and I'm gonna let my hair down, and gonna start looking for a husband." And another guy pays her attention, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I don't want to be sleeping with all these women anymore. How boring is that? It's lonely. I'm ready to settle down now."
I don't know. I didn't see it like that. I saw it as they kissed, and that woke something in him, because then we get that dream, and the whole time we were seeing the dream, we were all thinking that was Penelope dreaming, and then we realized actually it's him dreaming about her. I think the kiss that she was like, "Just kiss me. I don't want to die." I don't want to basically without being kissed. I was like, oh my God.
That is so
This
sad.
is
and
like the
desperate.
movie Never Been Kissed. And I think that just made him like figure out he had feelings for her. I don't know.
You
That's
do
how
have a
I
good
saw
point
it.
there. You do, I would say.
Because it like
Yes,
you can
but
see like
you do have a
a
good point.
clear thing of friendship until like from him, because we've always known that she loves him. She's always been in love with him. But there's like, for me, it was a clear change between before the kiss and then after the kiss.
Right. Like he was able to look at her as more than a friend. from
Yeah,
that
and
point on.
who knows? Like that kiss was probably fucking magical. The the cameras did show a lot of chemistry between them. I was like, whoa.
Well,
a
that was
lot
a big
going on
deal
here.
back then, because
It wasn't
the
supposed
only
to happen,
purpose
yeah.
of a woman, sadly, is to find a husband,
Her
or,
biological
and produce an
destiny.
heir.
right, and produce an heir. Like that's all they live for. So like that is such a pivotal moment. It's just like so fucking upsetting that, that's was all there was to look forward to. Which actually, now that I think about it, you know what? Fuck it. If that's all I have to do in life is look for a wife or a husband and get married and drink wine and Go to balls? Why not? I'm definitely not having any fucking kids, because fuck them kids. But I'll do everything but.
Every
You'd
episode.
be like, oh, I'm barren. Sorry.
Oh,
I can't.
Yeah.
Be like, what's his face in the first season? Just like pull out.
If I'm lucky, I'll find another
Just fall over
lesbian.
the sheets.
I'll find the lesbian, and I can be, we can be each other's beards. And
You know what I was thinking? Like, that to me would be a good fourth season. Like, I want the youngest Bridgerton, that boy, what's his name, Gregory or Gregor. I want him to be gay, and I want that little twink to find love.
Wait.
Like, I need some gay story in Bridgerton now. Like, you must be sick of all this hetero sex, Joe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you do it.
I agree. Which is why I thought that the
Heterosex.
new girl, the new Bridgerton daughter that's in this season, I thought she was going to be gay.
Wait,
Because
no, because
she's
I don't
so
know if you guys
beautiful.
remember the brother between Anthony and Colin.
I
Benedict?
thought he was gay.
I think he plays for both teams.
I don't think so. I thought so. And they
In
explored
season
that.
one.
No,
Oh,
he's
in
into that
season
lady
2.
now.
Was it season 2 or
Yeah,
season
but
1? But
Season 1, we saw him with. I feel like we saw him with both women and men. So I was like, maybe, and I think we saw him at like a brothel or
brothel,
something,
yeah,
and
but-
he was with both. It was there wasn't like from the beginning. So I thought that in my head, season 4 is gonna be his story. I also thinking that this is a guy that has never played by the rules since season 1. We've never seen him follow the rules. Even Colin, who's younger than him, found somebody already, and like now the lady that he's kind of like having sex with is way older than him. So I think he's going to be season 4, and it's going to be chaotic.
maybe, and I did think he was gay, when that whole thing was happening in season 2. I was like, oh, this is it. We're going to get a gay Bridgerton. And then...
Honestly, I wouldn't mind that storyline where it's like maybe he falls for a guy, but that's not acceptable. So
Right.
maybe he's gonna like get with this lady.
But they
that
still
he's
have
been
him
hooking
fucking
up
women.
with.
He's fucking another woman right now, and he seems to be
I know.
really into her. He does not seem.
Well,
I would
But
understand.
he
if
can't
was, like,
be with
maybe
her because
confused, or maybe he is bisexual, but
she can't produce kids, so that's not gonna stay like that.
who said he
Like
wants a
she's
kid?
way older. I don't know. You have to if you're gonna
How
follow.
old
the
is
rules.
she?
I think she was
She
like
looks
way
older.
older.
I don't want to say she looks older, but she's definitely
No,
an
she
older
looks fucking
character.
good to me.
She's a widower, and I think she probably had.
Yeah.
No, you look way younger than her, Trace.
No, she looks older than you, Tracy.
Way
With a
older.
baby face.
She looked like she was in her 50s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah. Like she
It's
looked like
hard
she
to
had
with
kids
the makeup
already.
and the hair.
Yeah. I don't know.
My
I
thing
think
is, like,
that's
she
gonna
said
be a
that
story.
her husband died, which back then you could get like typhoid fever and die and be like 21.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
or get run over by a horse. I don't know. Whatever. So
Well,
Yeah, no, she looks old. She doesn't look young at all.
but I think he's my favorite Bridgerton. Like, I think that man is so hot. Benedict, that's his name.
is that why
Benedict.
he's your favorite? Because you think he's the hottest?
Probably.
Yeah, you got me. You got me with that one.
Okay.
But also because he, like
like
Nikki says, he
honesty.
doesn't play by the rules. He's very artsy.
That is true.
He goes to brothels. I was like, oh, and he's mysterious. Like he's just kind of like in the background, and I love that. And I'm
I
like,
think
I wanna
he's
know
the gay
about you.
story. I think
I
it's-
would
it's
honestly,
him.
I'd love that.
I mean,
Yeah.
okay,
Let's go.
they're definitely not setting it up for that yet, but okay, we do need a gay Bridgerton, and I thought that they were going to do it with the daughter that came in this season, because
I thought it was gonna be Eloise.
she Eloise does give
Yeah.
Butch vibes, but no, I think that Eloise.
I didn't even think of that. I just think she's just like not into men. Period.
No, I think I disagree.
She seems asexual.
I
Yeah.
think yes, that's what I was gonna say. Either asexual or she's just like, I don't care for that. At least like not right now. You know, like...
She's not like the other girls, because we see them all at the balls being like,
Right.
ooh, gossip, gossip, look at the boys. Who's going to sign my dance card? And
My
she's there
wedding.
rolling her eyes
Right.
like, oh, have you read this new book, Emma? And they're like, I don't know how to read.
Right. You know, it's like, you know, she might like men, but right now she's like, that's not my life. I don't want my world to revolve around that. Or it could
She
be
could
that she
do
is
without
gay.
it.
You know, it could be that.
Yeah.
But...
I kind of like that she's they're strong, independent,
Character.
I love that
intellectual
character so
characters.
much.
I love it. Yeah.
Since season 1, there was something about Eloise that I was just gravitated towards her. I love that character.
Because she doesn't take shit and she calls it out.
Right.
I think
know?
Giovanni
She
has
just
a
doesn't
little
give a
crush.
I
on
do.
Eloise.
I have a crush on her.
Fair.
Yeah. Also, that
I like
actress
her
is so
character, too.
gorgeous, Claudia Jessie. I mean,
He has
I
a
just-
crush on the actress too.
I do. I have a crush on the actress and the character.
So wait, who in the Bridgerton family do you not have a crush on at this point? 'Cause
I mean, okay, it would be nasty.
Probably
would be nasty and weird if I had a crush on the little kids. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't have a crush
Wait.
on Colin. I don't have a crush on Lady Bridgerton, the mom.
although she looks good.
Yeah.
I'm
she looks
excited
good.
I want that story between
Wait.
her and the Dowager's
Yes.
brother.
Also,
So
all
we
these
see
biracial
that.
couples. Holy shit.
I know.
Love that.
I'm here
And
for it.
then we are also getting this the story of Colin's younger sister. What was her
Francesca.
name? Francesca.
Yes.
And you know how she's being set up, and she's gonna be the diamond, or she is the diamond, and she has found this other guy that is. It's just so beautiful to see how she's like, I just want quietness, you know. And the guy
clear
that they were
piano.
gonna match her with was like, oh, I want to have like 8 kids. I was like, first of all, like 1 is more than enough. And second, like 8 kids, what do you want to have a school? It's going to be like so many kids running around. And when she's like in her head, I could see her picturing the loud noises at home. I was like, oh my
Well,
God.
the Bridgerton
no.
family has already 8 kids. You know?
Right.
Yeah,
so
she's
it's like for
used
her,
to
she
it. She
grew
doesn't
up
want
in
that.
that. She's like, I don't want that shit.
But
Good for her.
I was gonna say, anyway, I love the biracial casting couples. I'm like the Bridgerton family. They like their POC men or POC partners, because every single
true.
one of them is going after someone.
That's
who's
actually
not
true.
white.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, damn,
That's a good
they like
point.
some flavor up in this family.
Except Colin.
Except Colin, he's going for.
But
Penelope.
she's a redhead, so that's exotic.
That's
She's a
true.
redhead.
That's
She's-
true.
she's-
That's
she's-
true.
She's Lady Whistledown. The bitch is intelligent.
That's true. Yeah.
And what happened in that carriage, I was not expecting it.
I know. You know what I kept thinking the whole time? I was like, "Hi, these people don't shower as much. That vagina must stink." Ugh.
Oh my God.
He just put his fingers in there.
I hope she showered before. I truly
They
hope
don't shower
before.
like that in that time.
I know,
Honestly, when he got off of that ship in the beginning and then went and was like, hey, family, with his dirty boots, I was like, he must smell so bad right now. And they're like giving him a hug and they're like, Colin, you're back. I'd be like,
Ugh.
go
Go
bathe.
clear your syphilis and gonorrhea.
but ew.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No.
I
That's
need
the
to look
thing.
it
You talk
up.
about that.
I
They
need
don't.
to look it up.
There's
how
a whole bunch
many
of
times.
TikToks about like the hygiene of that time and how bad.
I mean, they were all getting
was.
syphilis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was so bad. Speaking of TikTok and Bridgerton, did you guys see the TikTok that mentioned? I didn't catch this before because I'm an idiot, but
Kinds of kindness.
whatever, bitch.
Gentle reminder.
Fuck off. Suck the fart out of my ass, okay? All their names are, the first letter of their names are in alphabetical order. Like,
According to their birth.
yeah. Like
Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise,
Yeah.
Francesca, what's his name, Gregory, and Hyacinth.
Yeah, I didn't realize that
Wow.
because in season 1, in the last episode, when Daphne gives birth, they ask the Duke, what are you going to name him? He's like, well, I have to stick to family traditions. We'll name him
Something with an A. It's like Albert
or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's what he meant?
Did not even realize that.
Yeah, I was like, I did not realize
now.
that. I did not realize that.
Oh.
No, that's interesting, but fun fact.
Thank you for the information.
Sorry, not sure if it was.
I just thought it was common knowledge, you dummies.
Whatever.
Hey. Kinds of kindness.
We're never gonna let that go.
Hey, fuck off. Okay. All right. Well, I loved it. I'm excited for part 2. When is it coming out? When is part 2 coming out?
June 13th.
Ay, that's too long.
That's taking 2 weeks.
That's the whole thing is the whistle down.
Yeah. It better be more than
Showdown.
4 episodes, I'll tell you that. Because
no, it's 4.
I feel like there's a lot to unpack. Don't you?
There's only 4
that's
episodes.
the whole point of a series, too. It's like, hey, we can't give it all to you right away.
Oh my God, I hate the
In Shogun, we didn't even get a Shogun.
I know. That's why I gave up on you, Shogun. Men need to come. We need an orgasm. We can't not finish. So.
Oh God.
Sorry, I took it there.
We're still in the foreplay.
Hey, we're talking about Bridgerton here. This is softcore porn, okay?
Yeah.
True.
Which, speaking of, we didn't
TV
really get a lot of
middle-aged women watch when they're not getting laid, and they watch Bridgerton.
And like I said, I feel like that is the major allure of Bridgerton, is that it's like this slow, steamy, sexual tension build up, and then like we get our climax at the end and the satisfaction.
Our little moment.
I feel like this season stepped away from that a little bit.
I also feel like we're seeing like a platonic love evolve into a real one,
Right. It's just steering in a slightly different direction.
Well, this is also a complex character.
That's not
it's Penelope
bad.
too, which
it
can't. I feel like we need this journey for her to get to where we need her to get to. You know what I mean?
Right.
She can't be a slut.
And I'm not
overnight.
against it. I'm not saying I'm not against it. But if you're looking for the sex, it isn't really happening right now.
No, sorry.
That's all I'm saying.
You can see some
today.
More story.
You can see a finger fuck if you're into that, but that's it.
I mean, that was like a minute.
Yeah.
He's gonna bang her with his finger bang in the carriage.
Wait, what's that thing in Kimmy Schmidt? The DJ Finger Blast? Finger Blast. What a great show.
Oh man.
I really liked it. I'm excited for what's coming. I want to see Francesca's story as well. I want to see if Penelope tells Colin that she is Lady Whistledown. Like, I want to see where that's going, because she's going to have to tell him if she's marrying him. She can't keep that secret.
Or
from
Eloise will, because that's her brother.
Yeah.
The Bridgertons protect each other. And I think even if Eloise and Penelope were still on good terms and they were friends, I think that she would be like, you need to tell him. Regardless.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
So I think that's... he's like you said, Nikki, I think he's gonna find out. I don't think he's gonna handle it well. I don't see them going through with the marriage.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh man, I didn't think that far, Tracey. Holy shit.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's true.
I
thought he was probably gonna forgive her, but
I don't think so. He said he never would.
Shit, I'm ready.
He's dropped those hints in the show already.
Yeah.
He was like, if I ever find out who it is.
DJ Finger Blast is not gonna like it when he finds out.
Are you liking this season, Tracey? Are you a Bridgerton fan?
I mean, I don't know if I'm a fan, but I watch it. I feel like
it's entertaining for you. Wait, that silence was loud.
I don't know. I think I only rolled my eyes like half a dozen times this
my
season so
God.
far. So
Hey, it was
That's
only
pretty
4
good.
episodes, so maybe
I know.
that's why.
I'm sorry. I'm a bitter bitch. Like the romance.
Hey,
I need
so
people
am I.
killing each other. I need blood and gore and
Me
sadness.
too.
Yeah.
Go watch Under the Bridge. You'll get it.
Perfect. I'm on it right
Love
now.
that.
That'll feed my
And
soul.
the Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. See, that kind of shit's right up my alley. This is too like fluffy for me.
It is. It is.
So, I mean, I watch it because people talk about it.
Right.
You know, and I don't want to have FOMO.
Right.
So
I get it, man. I get it. I don't want to miss out either. I
But I
really
will
liked
say
it. I
some
want
of
to
the
see.
writing is pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's pretty good writing. Like, it is a solid show. I'll give it that. But am I a fan? Is it my favorite? No.
You know, if you like, well, no. I was gonna say Grey's Anatomy has like both things.
What is the Shonda
I remember
show?
I did watch like for several seasons with you when you rewatched it.
Yeah, I stopped. I think around season 12.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like
It has like
19
19
season,
seasons.
Too much. Too much.
It keeps going.
Yeah,
They renewed
I
it for
mean,
another season.
No.
hell yeah. I mean, it's not
Shonda
the
Land.
same people. Yeah, it's not her anymore.
Oh shit.
Well,
It's
she's
not.
smart and she probably sold
Yeah,
that
it's
shit.
not- yeah, she sold it, and
She
she's
probably got
she's
tired
from,
of that shit too. She's like, I'm done.
She only works for Netflix now, something like that.
Make that money.
Do we have fun facts?
Of course.
Okay, let's go.
Yay! Let's hear it.
So I don't know if you guys know this, but of course there's an intimacy coordinator that's used on set.
What does that mean?
Did you guys know that?
No, that's interesting.
Oh, yes. So for something like this, so an intimacy coordinator is someone who specifically comes in and they basically choreograph these sex scenes or like intimate scenes that actors have with one another on set. So I know Bridgerton is like a really big one. That's very important that they have someone to come in and do it to make sure that mostly like the actors are comfortable so it looks realistic for the audience. But before the scenes are even written, which they are actually written in incredible detail and they're choreographed like down to the T, like every movement.
He puts his finger through the labia.
Labia.
Is that how you pronounce it? The labia?
I
The
don't even
labia?
know what labia is. What, Giovanni?
I think you're gonna have to go back to 6th grade
Yeah,
and learn the female body.
Oh my god.
labia.
I am the
Not
representation
labia.
of how men don't know shit about women's bodies.
Oh my god.
Okay, we're just gonna skip over. But that is my advice to you right now, Giovanni. Just go look at a picture.
Like an anatomy book.
I'm gonna go watch a TikTok.
Yeah, yes, please. But yes, so they use an intimacy coordinator, and it's very choreographed and detailed, and just to make sure that both the actors are, or multiple actors, because I mean, like Colin with his 2 women, you know, stuff like
Right.
that. Just that they're like what they're comfortable with, what they're not comfortable with. You mentioned this earlier, Joe. So going off of that Queen's wig piece with the rotating glass wands in it. So it was actually it's 3D printed,
Oh shit.
Wow.
That's cool.
and they did. I don't even know how many prototypes. Like it took. Like I mean, you said 2 years,
Yeah,
so they
she
had.
said
I don't
2
even know how
years.
many. And then it's hard to see it, but there's a background in the wig, and makeup artist painted it.
Oh.
It's the
I wish
most
they could have showed more of
detailed.
it because so much time and
I
money
know.
went into that.
And it's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And the woman who's in charge of the hair pieces, I'm sorry, I don't have her name, but she said that she was trying to make it as quiet as possible so the camera people wouldn't kill her.
Oh, that's not her fault.
So imagine, I know, but imagine that too, where you're like, I have to make this have no noise and be gorgeous and like stay on her head. I mean, the work. So obviously they recast Francesca.
Yeah.
The original, Ruby Stoles, she was committed to another show on Netflix that's now been canceled, but that was Lockwood and Co.
I heard that.
Yeah, so they had to write her out, and then they recast this new Francesca, which it seems like they have quite a story for her. Like, it's going to take a couple seasons for it to...
Oh, shit.
Really. Yeah, like this is just...
The beginning.
It's just the beginning.
The beginning, yeah. We're getting a taste.
So they're introducing her now, but it's really focused on Penelope, I guess. Okay.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
Bridgerton ain't going nowhere.
No, it's a show that everybody watches.
Now a little bit more on like the... Well, oh, wait, I'll say this real quick. And then I want to talk about like the costumes and stuff. Oh, Nicola and Luke, who played Penelope and Colin, they actually broke some furniture filming a sex scene, but that scene was ultimately not used.
What?
Wow.
I know. So we'll see if they do it.
That's disappointing.
At all. I know. I thought this was actually really funny. So your favorite actress, Claudia Jessie, who plays Eloise, she broke her wrist on set. What had happened was she was in costume, so you know they wear, like, the dresses have no room to move.
Yeah.
Well, she was very excited and she attempted to do a high kick.
Oh, what a fucking idiot.
Did not get to kick very high and instead fell and landed on her wrist.
Wow.
So she had a cast and they still had to keep filming. So there's one scene where her and Cressida are walking in the park and she has her hands in like a muff.
Yeah. I need to rewatch that.
Cover it. So they call it a summer muff, which that did not exist back then. That was not a thing. They totally made that up. And the costume department, they had to make more for extras to make it seem like it was a thing.
Yeah.
So just more work
So funny.
for everybody.
More work and money. What the fuck were you thinking, Claudia? Doing a high kick? Like, why?
I don't know.
She got excited with her costume.
guess
Can you blame her?
I mean,
I wouldn't blame her.
She's getting Bridgerton.
they're gorgeous. So obviously, for Penelope's new look, the inspirations were Rita Hayworth and Jessica Rabbit.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, they're going with Va 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 Voom.
Okay.
I think I read that too, is that for each character, they had, it was like 3 different inspirations. One was something from the time, so like the Regency era, an actress from like old Hollywood, usually from like 1950, 1960, and then a work of art or like a painting. So like all those things to sort of inspire that character's look for the season, which I thought was interesting. Each episode has its own theme. For example, episode 1 is all about transformation and change. So even Lady Danbury's ball that she throws is the 4 Seasons ball, which is about the changing of seasons. So if you look at the costumes, a lot of them have like an ombre effect.
Okay.
This season, butterflies are all over the place.
I noticed
so they use them in props, set design, costumes, and that's because the Featherington crest is a butterfly, just like Bridgerton is the bee,
Okay.
the butterfly.
Love that.
The detail.
They're so detailed. I thought this was interesting. Most of the jewelry that the cast wears is from 1890 to 1965.
Real?
Wow.
Real.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's pretty cool.
So they use that. I mean, some of that jewelry, I'm like, that's beautiful. Look at that. Like, I do notice those things too, though. Like, look at that necklace. Look at those earrings. And then just like a general overall, the costumes this season were meant to look like a flower garden.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like really bright, cheery.
Love that. Love that a lot.
La la la.
La 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 la
Is
la.
that it?
That's it.
I wanted more.
You
Are
want
you
more,
sad?
Joe? We still have 4 more
I
episodes.
guess.
I'll
Well,
find
thank
more
you, Tracy.
For you.
That was great. I give it a thumbs up, and I'm ready for part 2. Let's go. Give it to me.
Me too. Me too.
Oh,
I also give it a
yeah.
thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially for
Thumbs
people
up.
that like romantic stuff, you know, hopeful.
Hopeless romantics.
But I feel like this season, like these last 4 episodes, because I didn't think what Tracey had said, that they're not gonna end up, like he's not gonna forgive her for being Lady Whistledown. I didn't, because
You
it's
think he will?
Bridgerton.
I think he
Yeah,
will, because it's
but-
Bridgerton, like
Okay.
Nikki said.
But you never know. You never really know. So that kind of like has me 50-50 now.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way, but I don't know.
Yeah, now I
It
think
could
of
go
it that
either way, but I just
I feel like Bridgerton always ends on a happy note, which is why I'm thinking. But hey, you know what? This could be a change. We could use a change.
Mm-hmm.
We could really use a change. So let's see. Now I'm really eager to know.
Me
Well,
too.
we'll find out June 13th.
Okay.
Woo
Let's go.
woo.
All right.
Okay,
well,
thumbs up, everyone. You want to give them the Rotten Tomatoes score?
yeah. Rotten Tomatoes score. Oh my goodness. I just closed it like an idiot. Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 86%. And that was the Rotten Tomatoes score, but the audience score was 87, which is pretty much the same thing.
I think it's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
I think
And on
that's good.
IMDb,
That's
they're
on
at IMDb, they're at 7.4. That's also pretty good.
Okay.
You know,
That is good.
and
I think that's
they're
fair.
one of the most watched series in Netflix history.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's all, folks. Thank
Yeah.
you for joining our shit talk and judging people and others and ourselves. It was a pleasure. And like
We
always
didn't
say-
judge the actors because all those actors are amazing. So there's
Amen.
nothing bad to
Yeah.
say
But
about
the
them.
talent.
Joe thinks Colin is not attractive.
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's-
his body looks great. I'll give him that. But that's
Joe, I'll send you some of those TikToks of like the glow up because
yes,
you'll be like,
please,
oh
please,
shit.
please. I really want to see
Yeah.
that. I will.
Yeah, it's a big change.
I mean, yeah, you can tell.
Thank you guys for listening. We will see you or talk to you next week.
Bye
Sure
bye.
to like and subscribe and follow.
Oh
and
yeah,
do
do
all the
that.
things.
Do that too. Tracy says.
Rate,
Just,
comment,
yeah, just do all those things.
comment.
Comment. I'll talk to you
And
guys
that's it.
later. Peace
Bye.
out, yo.
Bye.